Hey everybody, Chad Borkwin with Big Time Grain Company, and today we're going to talk a little bit about social media and what it means to build a successful social media engagement, followers, what it means to build your fan base on social media. What are some etiquette things that are involved in this, and what does it take to get it where you can start to get some traction in this area? Because right now it is a crazy exciting time to be part of the music business, because we no longer have to go through gatekeepers to get to our fans. We don't have to. It doesn't take a record label to reach our fans because of the internet. So what does that mean? Does that mean that we go ahead and just go out there and just start posting all our music and our shows and everything every time we can on social media? Because you do want to be consistent for sure on social media. But does that mean we post what we call our sales items, like shows, like our music every day? No, it does not mean that. And please don't do that, or that'll be the quickest way to drive fans in and out the door, if you even get them in the door to begin with. So how do you do it? What people want is a true, authentic connection to you, the artist. They want to know more about you. They want to know what makes you tick, what makes you laugh, what makes you cry. All these different things that helps them to get to know you personally is what they want. So what that requires, though, it requires you being vulnerable with them, and it requires you doing this without even being able to communicate to them, in a one-on-one conversation, because you got to do it with a camera or a video camera, or your post. That's the way it has to happen. That's not easy, especially if you're like a lot of artists and you're introverts. I'm actually an introvert myself. I've had to work really, really hard at getting past that part of my natural tendency where I would just rather not do any of that, and learning to be, just develop some kind of extrovert type characteristics, I guess you'd call them. So here's some ideas. Find things throughout your day that you can just document, and just start documenting how your day goes. Don't go out trying to recreate fake things that'll help them get to know you. Just document what you're already doing. Pets are crazy good about this, because people love pets. Do you have a dog? Do you have a cat? Do you do things with your dog or cat? Do you do things with your kids? Do you do things with your spouse? Do you do things with friends? Do you do things in nature? Do you have other hobbies other than what you're doing that's connected to music? Do you have other things that you're doing that people just would really want to know about, that they might connect with? That's where you start, and you want to do it about a couple, 3 times a day if you can. In fact, Rick Barker's program, which I think is a great program on social media, he talks about doing a breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Do something like, in his case, and we've adopted this as well, is we try to do something inspirational, maybe just kind of helps people feel better in the morning, as they're getting up and going. And then lunch, we're looking for something maybe a little funnier. Lunch is a great time, and the funny posts are kind of good to ask for engagement. This was also hard for me, and it was the post of asking people to caption things or to do that, because at first it just kind of felt a little cheesy to me, and sometimes it still feels cheesy to me. But I'm telling you, when we post a picture out there, especially a funny one, and we tell somebody to caption or ask our fans to caption it, it's some of the best engagement we get, period. And then in the evening, that's a time you could post something a little more musical, a little bit more about what you're doing on the music side of things. But whatever you do, don't make that evening post every evening about a show coming up, or something or trying to sell a CD, or trying to sell merch, or trying to do something like that. One out of every 10 posts can be that post. Whether it be promoting a show or selling something. 1 out of every 10. That means you've got to have 9 posts for every 10 that are not selling a thing, and they're just about connecting with people. That's how you start to build this engagement, and it's going to work. I'm telling you. Like I said, we've we've bought in a number of programs ourselves, and we follow them, and when we do, it works. And this one has worked for us. Is this 3 times a day, looking for ways to connect with people. Next thing, once they connect though, make sure that you are, if they're commenting, make sure you're responding, and try to respond in a fairly efficient, time. You don't have to do it instantly. In fact, don't do that, because you don't want your phone or your social media to control your life or your business. So pick a time of day and say, I'm going to pick this time, I'm going to go through it, I'm going to respond to everybody that has commented on any of the posts that we've had. Now, here's what this does. Because of all the algorithms that are in Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and all these things, if people are not responding to your post, they may have liked your page, they may be following you, but if they have not responded to a post of yours for a while, or liked it or commented or something, they will stop seeing your post. Facebook will say, or Instagram will say, well, it's obvious that this person doesn't care what this band is saying or doing, so we're going to stop showing them this material. That's why this is so important. You've got to get the engagement up so that people, when you are ready to promote a show, they're going to see it, and then they're going to come to your show. So that's it for today. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.